What's up, everybody? I'm back, and today we're talking about another piece of essential gear you need to add to your bug out bag, and that is a ham radio. As we witnessed earlier this week, when part of AT&T wireless network went down, affected places like Chicago and New York City, you need to have an alternative form of communication. Because once the cell phone networks go down and the Wi-Fi network goes down, you're going to be lost. If you remember in the movie Leave the World Behind, they had no way of communicating with anybody and no way of getting information because cell phones wasn't working, neither was the Wi-Fi, and they was in the dark. This is why you need to add a ham radio to your bug out bag. And this right here is the most popular ham radio they have, which is the Baofeng UV-5R. Mine's is the Pro version, which has an extended battery as well as the longer antenna to increase the range. And these are good because you can program them with your laptop or punching in the frequency number on the keypad to get weather information, connect with your local emergency services to find out what's going on. Also connect with other people that are using ham radio so that way you can get information from them. They're key because, like I said, once the cell phone network goes down, Wi-Fi, you're going to be lost. And ham radios, they use an analog signal, not a digital signal like cell phones. So these are very important to have when shit hits the fan. You're going to need to be able to communicate with other people as well as get information. Now, using it right now, as far as communicating with other people, you're going to need to get a ham radio license. I don't have one. I just use mine for listening. I have several different frequency programs. Like right now, I have the NOAA weather report plugged in, which I use whenever I go different places. And also, when I'm out camping, I'm out in the wild, I turn on, I scan the frequencies, I can pick up communication with other people, but I don't broadcast. I just use it as a listening tool for right now. Mine's is just in case shit hits the fan, and when, obviously when shit hit the fan, you're gonna need to be able to communicate and get information because they're not gonna be broadcast on the major channels, so you're gonna need a ham radio to utilize that. Now the difference between a ham radio and your standard walkie-talkies is ham radios have a greater range. Walkie-talkies are limited to where the other person is. So it's like these have a range of, if you're out in the wild, maybe you can get a mile. If you're in an urban environment, big cities, even less, but these are good to have, for quick communication in close contact with family members. As far as you give everyone in your family one while you guys are bugging out, stay in communication when cell phones are not working. So these walkie-talkies are good for that. So you may want to consider adding a set of walkie-talkies to give to your family, which works pretty great. What, they do have their limitations. Like I said, the range is not going to be that great. If you're in a city, if you're out in the wild, it's going to be a little better. A lot of less frequency as far as large buildings and other things going on. So that's where these come in handy. But definitely consider getting a ham radio. I recommend it. This is essential gear you're going to need in your bug out bag. A lot of people overlook the importance of a ham radio, but you need to get one, and they're cheap. They're not very expensive. They're like $50 to $60. They come with their own charger. You can get the data cable that plugs right into the laptop, program it to the frequency that you want, and you get to go. So definitely get a ham radio, add it to your bug out bag. You need it. This is the newer model. This is the UV-10R. This is pretty standard, regular. This is what it comes with, the regular and size antenna, standard battery. But it has great battery life. The battery life on these is pretty good. I haven't charged mine up in a while, and you can see I have good battery life still, and it's been several months since I've actually charged this thing up. So, you definitely want to get a ham radio so that way you guys are ready. Once again, we survive. Be ready, be safe.